Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen, everyone in between, welcome on in. We are back again tonight with Crafting Down to the Wire with Shade. For those of you who joined me for my surprise stream yesterday, you left off with a blank white mask. Well, now it's at the green oh god I hate it stage. Done a base coat here, and we are going to be working on making at least the front of it look like it's supposed to. Or sort of supposed to. We are starting a little later than I'd originally thought, because I have been crafting for the last 3-4 hours here, but quite honestly, if you joined me earlier, you'd been watching paint dry. So we're still going to have a little bit of that tonight, but the base of it is done and sorted. So get yourself comfy, get yourself cozy, come on in. We are going to be crafting until I conk out. And you know what? Knowing me, I might be still working on this into the wee hours of the morning. So, hello, Soflove. How are you doing tonight? How are you and the kiddo doing today? Also, please let me know if the whoomp of the fan beside me is a little bit loud. I've got a paint drying accelerator beside me, and I'm hoping it's not too overpowering for anybody. Alright. You know what? Ooh, 2 hours at the pool. Nice, nice, nice. Forget the countdown. We're going to say hello. How are we doing? Doing not bad. I had hoped to get out of work a little bit earlier, but I didn't, so I got stuck in traffic again. And, however, we've gotten down to it's now green. It's really scruffy looking green, but it's green. So we're getting there. The inside, still not. Still not green. But outside primarily. Oh, good. I will say it does have a very nice low quiet setting, so huzzah. I think if I knock it off the table, that'll be a big problem, but that's it at its highest. I think I get a little bit of a low rumble, but yeah, no, quiet you. I can get a bit of a low rumble, but it's also as far away from the mic as I can make it. So. Apparently Primate wandered off while we were talking. Oops. My fault, whoopsies. Alright. So, got a couple things that I'm working on. I did do a little test patch of color. This little glorp here is actually the glow-in-the-dark. And it dries reasonably clear. There's a little bit of a sheen to it, so I think it will still work fine with detail over top or around our brighter leaf green for the diamonds and the eye patches. I'm working first on the background color here, because in theory it's a flat green mask with a little bit of lightning at the tips. Foam and paint are a little interesting. They really like each other, and sometimes they go suck up. I think I managed to heat seal it decently with the heat gun, because I did do an all over thing. Let's just get out of all this and see the actual that. So, and of course I wonked my camera. There we go. Ahem. I moved something, and now nothing wants to stay where it's supposed to. And we do this. Nope, we want to go the other way. Haha! There we go. Welcome to the space and me. we don't need to worry about right down here. So, this is where we're at right now. Or for your side, here we go. So it is still very mottled. There's definitely some patchy areas around here, but I don't think I'm going to get like a flat green right off the bat. I'm gonna I wanted to at least have a base layer on here, because if I'm showing my age a little bit, there are some design flaws and paint flaws that can be hidden with some texturing. Thank you, 1990s Trading Spaces home decor. if need be, we'll be doing a little bit of sponging or crinkling with with plastic wrap and a couple of different tones. But we do have our light green. I'm not going to break into this one because I want to leave this one for the features and have that as bright as we can. But we do have our hunter green, as well as plain ordinary white and black, which we can use to actually tint the colors a little bit lighter or darker. Nice! The number of times they ended up with random things on the walls. Was it Genevieve who kept trying to do, like, feathers on the walls or something like that? Very random. Alright, so we're going to get straight up hunter green here. And we're going to do hunter green. And more hunter green. Boop, boop. And this part is going to be a little bit finicky because I'm going to be blending in some black and white to it. So, look at all the green. It's all the same green. Ooh, ah. Wild and crazy. Hello, mouse. Get out of the camera. When working with your acrylics, always make sure to give them a good, solid shake before you start. We're not working with anything fancy. We are literally working with my local craft store's house brand. Yay, Michaels. Thank you very much. Right, we're going to put a drop of green, black in that green. And then we're going to put a drop of white into the other once we open it. And we're going to do a little mixy-mixy. I do have a selection of waters over here so that I can clean brushes and stuff like that. But for the time being... Alright, so black, green, white. And again, my bundles of economy brushes. And the chances are... Woo! I'm going to open this up over here. Absolutely, yes, Storytime and Tuckins, go right ahead. As I said, I'll be at this for probably quite some time, so come on back and have a chat and have a laugh and see how far I've gotten or not gotten, as the case may be. Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. I'm also using... The chance of me using this fan brush on the actual thing is pretty darn small, so I'm going to use that and his neighbor as... I'm going to use the butt ends as blenders. The line brushes and stuff I have a chance... I'm probably actually going to use. Alright. We have no fuzz butts here. So, base green, light, and dark. Well, that comes up quite light, comparatively. I like that. So I will admit I'm not going for too much funky lighting today, because I do need to be able to see what I'm doing. Now this one just looks like an eyeball staring at us. Alright. Whee! Now the more craft savvy of folks would probably actually have a palette knife that it could actually do this in, you know, a batch, but craft savvy? Me? No, not really. We're making it up as we go. Alright. So, blenders, blendable, face tidied. Alright. And I'm going to start here and work my way this way. A little touch of water. This is the same as the what we were using for the green before, so that's not too bad. Dampen your brush. Blot the brush. Mom, thank you very much for having years of craft painting and dollhouse painting around the house for us, because I'm more or less just picking up what you're putting down for ages ago. In theory, I want nice, more or less long, smooth strokes so I can get a good, even coverage. And we'll dab a little bit of each of these other colors in at the same time. So this is already looking a lot smoother than just the plain base coat did, which I'm happy about. I think if it's going to cover over that nicely, I may do a comfortable layer of just the foam green. And just bring in little splotches of the darker and lighter here and there. Because that one, I need more black to make it darker than the base. The lighter color actually came up quite nicely. Little dab. Again, we are listening to our same epic soundtrack from Pretzel, so there's definitely some oomph going on for us. Okay, this coverage is already a lot nicer than the other one, so happy with that. Long, smooth strokes. Because if you'll notice over here, I was getting a lot of... it's very streaky. Very, very streaky. So, multiple layers, use a base coat. And you can thin the paint a little bit with the water for spreadability, but you also, at that point, are also thinning it out, so you're going to use multiple layers. Or need more layers. And if nothing else, I want to make sure I've got a good even base coat before I start playing around with colors, just in case I run out of Hunter Green, because I only bought the one bottle. And foam likes to suck up paint. Let's put it. It's a thirsty, thirsty medium. Especially if I don't properly seal it first. I mean, let's be honest, I didn't really... So, if I'm really, really stuck, the backside is going to be whatever sponge combination I can manage, and it might even just be mostly black on the inside because I've got a lot of black paints. And we'll smooth down in here as well. So nice, smooth strokes as I say it, and I immediately start doing some choppy little short ones. Okay, so that's already a lot smoother. We're going to work on this weird model-y side here. Starting first with our base of, well, our new fresh base of Hunter Green. Which is fun because I'm supposed to be doing a Jade Green character, so hey, guess what? No one really gives a hoot, it's green. I'm fine. Granted, everyone... Speaking of my mother doing craft painting for many a moon as I was growing up, I used to work for a very, 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 very brief time as a student cashier at a craft paint store, so I got pretty decent with my color names. I was like, what's this? Oh, that's more like a this or this. Though I had to break out the Devil Wears Prada reference for someone's like, what color's cerulean? Have you ever seen the Devil Wears Prada? Cerulean belts. Oh yeah, that's where I know that word from. Nah. Okay. Paint skims, blech. Away with you. I was actually, when I was working on this at the base coat, tapping with this actually gave a little bit of a feathered, like, if you tapped with it and then overlayered it, sort of starting from the point back, it actually gave a bit of a feathered texture, which could be interesting to try out if I'm looking for textures to add onto this. But, there goes the black paint. Stop falling over. There's a little ridge right under here, so everything over there is a little teetery. Alright. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. So I'm trying to load the brush and not just sort of glop the paint onto it. And then kind of like a happy little tree moment, but not quite that tappy. She says as she proceeds to then tap the paintbrush across the mask. So, as I said before, riveting content, you're going to be watching painting and then some paint drying. So, woohoo! Yay, go us! So, it's looking like it's going to be a very interesting Masquerade sort of murder mystery party thing. We've had a couple people, we've had a couple people bail on us kind of last minute, so I'm like, oh, that's fun. Yay. Thankfully, with the group that we had, we've been able to reassign some of the key characters if need be. But it overall should, I think, be a pretty good day tomorrow. I just need to make sure I actually get some sleep. Because guess what I'm doing? I'm working for all frickin' day. Granted, so are a bunch of other people, but like, there is absolutely no way I'm going to work and then try and come home here. No, that's not happening. And then get back out to beside work for the party. No way. There we go. Haha, happini! Into the bin you go. I hope. Alright. If nothing else, I just want to make sure there's no big, big chunky white splotches showing anywhere. Like here on the points. Okay, and there's a couple of gaps here inside the eyepieces that I need to touch up. Got too much paint on my brush, and I'm just going to line that there. Coat that ridge. You should be fine. Alright. And yes, I am actually looking at your view and mine, because just like when it was... Like, the shape of the features is a lot more visible with the lighting for you guys than it is for me at this angle. It looks flat. So, like, I kind of want to see what it looks like with the light on it. Alright. So, baseline. Anywhere else that needs a little bit of extra oomph. A bit more around the edge here, I think, but I'm going to get this face. Because if anywhere needs a good solid base, it's going to be right around the eyes so we can get the triangles on. I mean, this is where people are going to be looking primarily. If they're looking at me, I want to make sure that it's a good, clear option. Well, we have a number of shades of green. They don't look very distinct, but we do. How are you doing tonight, Oni? Thank you for popping in and keeping us company, and for the musical serenade. Because that song has been low-key playing in my head all day. It's like, God dang it! In part, I can blame Eldar, because she popped it up in in the Discord, so... Alright. Anywhere else? Follow around those curves, and a little more just around here. Doing pretty good. Oh, yay! I'm glad it's loosening its hold on you and letting you actually get some of the stuff you want to do done. Aww. Hopefully some of that involves being able to enjoy a bit of the nice weather we've been having, because that is definitely springy. No, that's not spring weather. That is basically summer weather out there today. It is. If you're a fan of the sun, not so much. Beautiful out there today. I say that as it is now, like, pitch dark, but close enough. Aww. But no, I'm actually very glad for you that things have lightened up a little bit on the inside, and it gives you a chance to do some stretching. Ooh, nice. LARPing tomorrow and bike riding on Saturday. Yay. Oh. I might try that for Sunday. the bike riding, because Saturday I've got our virtual tabletop D&D, so not a lot out there. Aw. Thank you, Sofluff. Little guy's doing well with story time. Alright, we're gonna do a little bit of a rinse here. I theoretically don't mind having green water because, like, it's the base color that we're using for everything, so it's not quite like I'm switching from green to red to yellow to pink and, like, the water's gonna be green one way or the other, regardless of what we're doing with it, so, but, alright, so, speaking of my previous attempts, I'm just gonna prop this guy over here on the fan slightly. Aha! Alright, so, overall, features-wise, we're going to be doing a little bit of texturing, but we do need, if you look down our little masquerade at the bottom, our central diamond pointing down over the nose, and then the harlequin spikes over the eyes. Woo. And those we're going to do in our bright green. Other than that, I'm not into any other RPG, so we're going to get into another, but at the same time don't know if you can get right now. That is perfectly fair. I mean, like, it's a commitment, and it's like, okay, I can have this time and this energy and everything ready to go, or available to work with, like, and sometimes you don't, and that's fine. like, I would like to, but would I enjoy having to try and would I enjoy having to try? That's the point. Like I would enjoy it, but is it going to be more work to get myself ready for it and be in character and on point than I'm going to get out of the game, so to speak? Then I'll always think, oh, well, what do I do? Am I in the right character zone? What's going on with the story wise? If I'm not there, am I holding anybody back? It's all the fun brain stuff, obviously. But if you were looking at another RPG, what would you be looking at? Like another LARP type or a tabletop group? Alright. That guy's got some fuzz to go. I realized I should probably get something like words on stream for us to do in the meantime. Wahaha, because that would be fun. Let's see. I'm gonna let that dry for a second. We're gonna pop up some words on stream, and we're going to see about figuring out some words. Waha. All right. Boop. And aha, and we're refreshed. Yes, we're refreshed. There we go. Alright. So we'll get that guy going. I'm going to give my fuzzy fan background noise here a minute to get at least the base drier for us. And we'll see let's see how far we can get with this, yeah? Speaking of faces, I will say I am happy with the smaller group that we have as far as our D&D stuff. It's actually affecting it to 9 out of 10 sessions attendance rate. Okay. LARPs are great, but don't really have time for another one. Would like a tabletop game. Cool. Well, it makes a lot of sense. It's like, can I say that I can be there and be on my best time for it? We've got Echo and also hello, Arcanabite. I do really miss getting to do the tabletop gaming in person, but I mean, with Roll20, I've actually been able to play with people who are like across the world and stuff like that, so we're fine. Aha! Got that one from you. Oh, we can get chore. I do like the Roll20. We've been able to play a couple of different campaigns and stuff, and I even got to try my hand at DMing, which okay, I wasn't great at, but I managed it. Like, I don't think I can do like the longer campaigns. That's a hiccup for me. But oh, we could do ochre. O-C-H. Ochre. Haha! Okay. A few bad experience with the virtual gaming, hesitant on about right now. Okay. I can see how it can go a little bit weird and wonky, but I think maybe I lucked out that it was the group that I was already playing with to begin with. Sort of, like, we carried over into the tabletop, and we were using a bunch of the resources in our live sessions anyway, so he would use, like, the tabletop, like, the big maps we'd use his big screen for, but then if we were doing a combat, we'd actually pop down onto onto a drawn map on the table. So it was nice to be able to blend that, so it felt still fairly familiar. Granted, though, we've also had a couple of technical difficulties that messed up a few things, like lag and audio and stuff like that, so. Have we got driving? We should have driving and diving. Yeah, haven't played TTRP in too long. Ooh, grind. We could get grind. Waha! Could be the group. The last virtual table was spent about 85% of the time slot with dealing with private scenes that just him and the player got to see. Oh, boo! That's not great. You're like, great, I'm waiting for something to happen. Do. Ugh, no. Grin. We've got Grin. We don't have another G for giving. I need an A for vinegar! Oh, I also need an E for that, but no. Yeah. Like, that I don't know that I think that is definitely or would definitely be attributable to the group. I think we're a small enough group that we do do a bunch of stuff back and forth in Discord, so if there's it's just you two, we'll do, there's an in-character chat and stuff like that, so that kind of works. And then we had a couple ones where it was small group sessions, so there was 2 or 3 in one section of the ship. We did that section, then hopped over to... Meanwhile, over in engineering, this was happening, so, like, there was some back and forth, but everybody still got to play and contribute in the same time frame, too. It wasn't, like, all or nothing. Yeah. And sometimes the settings, they may or may not actually be conducive to that, too. Let's see what we got. Still need a little more time with the fan. A little more time with the fan. We've got border, road, bore. Yeah, I don't want to be in a session where you spend more time playing playing the video games. Well, yeah, it's like, hey, we're here, we want to do a tabletop game and interact with each other, and what am I doing? Great, fine, I'm gonna play Pogo or something like that. Oh, we can do order. Aha! What do we do with 2 R's? You are not bored, Arcana. You're fine. Oh, doer. They actually have that one pop up. Haha! Okay, it's something with a B-E... Board? B-O-R-D? Maybe? Redo. That should show up. Board and redo. Okay, board is not the correct option. Oh! Bode. To bode well. B-O-D-E. Haha! I'm sitting going, it makes sense, it makes sense. What? Oh, that's not what I wanted. I forgot I copy-pasted something. that was the link to the to the thingy. Oopsies. Alright. I think we'll try one more, and unless we smoke through it, we should be pretty good for the mask itself. I've got Gale, Gear, and... Real? Oh look, capitals. This is what happens when I get paint on my hands. Oh yeah, I got a science slash. Woohoo! Ooh! Regal! We've got Regal. And there is no K on this board. Real. There. What is the 7-letter word beneath it for this? We could get large. Regal. There we go. Lager? Ooh, wait. Lager and lager. That would work. I think. No. Ooh, nice. Okay, see, I was thinking lager with 2 G's. I was gonna be right off the bat. Ooh, nice one, Oni, coming in right at the end. Good pick on that one. Turn the mask over, dry the top a bit more. Yeah, that still needs a few minutes. I just got green paint on my hands. Blah. Huh. Beloved? A vole! A small, teeny tiny wee vole! Yeah, love should be on there. I think you just ran out of time. Beloved. Lead, L-E-E-D. And load, like a lodestone. And lobe. Oh, if we've got lobe, we can get lobed, like earlobes. Oh, bead. Da-da-da-da. That is not how you spell bead. There should be an A in that word. Oh my goodness. Right then. To dole, as in to dole something out. Oh, bleed. Like I'm looking right at it. It says it right there. Oh my goodness. And lobed. Haha. See, one more beam we could have lobbed, but no, that won't work. I don't know if they would take velo like the French version of philosophy or something like that, but there's a lot of low, like, apparently B's and D's that we have not figured out. I wish there were... I enjoy the game, but I sometimes wish they would show me what the other options were. I'm like... I want to expand my vocabulary, too. Alright. What are we thinking, guys? We want to go one more? And see how this... There's a little bit of wet paint here on the inside of the eyes. Yes, one more. Yeah, there's a little bit of wet paint just around the eyes, so I'm going to get that to dry up for us. Ooh. We could try hill or hiked. Okay, so the two L's are fine, so that's good. I think the eyes are fake. Okay, so the H is fake. That would make more sense. Let's try like. Okay, so yeah, you're right. The H is fake. So we've got like and deli del. Technically, it would be. I don't know if they would spell like a damn DI or DY, but. It's like, well, I'm going to go with a safe one. I'm going to kill something. Ha 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 ha. Oh, there we go. Idle. IDLE. And... okay, so they are spelling with an I. We've got idle and... so something that starts with either K or an L. Lied. Past tense of lie. I run it. I get this like, I have ideas and I don't know if I can. I don't have enough time to say them yet. It's not my turn. How is it that we're doing one of the best we've done, or getting pretty darn good, and there's only the three of us? Alright, paint dry. Because if it... E. We don't have enough D's for... oh, absolutely, Oni, thanks for popping in. Keep an eye on us. And I'll probably be here for a bit. And if you want to come back and have a chat, come on back. Ooh, that would work. Let's try Terry, see if that'll work. So, there we go, we figured out that the B is our fake one. Troy? As in a Troy weight? Okay. That'll work. I want to say carrot, but no, that won't work. There's no A's. Tor and wrote. I don't know if they'll take torque, T-O-R-C, like the jewelry. They might. Let's see. Oh, come on, that's a word. That's a word. Oh, sure, you'll take tray, but you won't take torque. Really? Ugh. Tori? Yeah, it won't let me do it. Well, that ended up being not too bad. Okay, fine. We'll flip back away from it. Alright, back to where we were starting from. Now with the faces. Yes. Haha. There. Alright, so. Green face. Already this is looking a whole lot better with just the second coat. We're getting to the point of the more I do with it, the happier I am with it. So we're away from the, oh god, I hate this stage. We're at the, I see potential stage. So we're gonna move that down. And I'm going to break out a secret weapon that has peanut butter on it. Yoink. Alright, so we do a little scrunching, so we've got some nice uneven ends there, and nice thing is, it's dry enough that if I don't like it, I should be able to just wipe it off. Little dab in the light green, little dab in the dark green, smudge, 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 and oh, I need more of the dark green, less of the light. Yeah, I think I need to be a little careful not to use too much of the light green, because I just want it to be accents here and there, and I don't want to blind over the bright section that we have. So, a little bit of shimmer and sheen going down here. Yes, the weather is absolutely bonkers. I had to turn on the AC and, like, windows down and go, okay, it's humid freaking in the car. We were -4 Celsius, like, what, last week we had a half inch of ice on everything, and then this today? Thank you, but what the heck? There we go. Too much light in that one, but that's okay. We can come back and tweak that. So a little bit too bright in that section. I know. we got the Western Chinooks, I think, over here. Like we got all your warm weather. Would you like some of it, So Fluff? I mean, you were so kind as to share the snow, I figure we can just, we can return the favor and give you some of the heat. Alright, do. I'm gonna have to recrumple in a second because I'm getting fairly flat. 4.5 Celsius when I woke. Best. Alright, we stretch out and then we recrumple. Haha. Oh, you are welcome. You are welcome to some of our heat, Sofluff. You are absolutely welcome to it. Like I don't do well in the sun and the toast. I will turn into a lobster. That's a given at this point. Let's see. There we go. Trying to get a nice good splorching. How are you not baking then? You are now just trying to troll us then. Okay. Like, I don't quite want it to be leopard print, but I could live with. I know you're using Fahrenheit, not Celsius. And I'm just saying you still look like you sound like you're baking cookies. See, any number of painting sins covered up with splotches. We're fine. Gonna be so many different colors. So many different colors. Well, no, I'm not gonna be so many different colors. I'm gonna be a lot of green. Let's put it that way. I'm just gonna be a lot of green. F is for telling how a human feels. Yes. C for how water feels. Also accurate. And Kelvin for how the universe feels. If we ever start measuring in Kelvin, we have a problem. Lorp. Lorp. Ha. Whoop, that's a lot of green. That's a lot of bright green there. Also for how light feels, that would make sense. Because your laser temperatures are in Kelvin, correct? Granted, though, Kelvin will also tell everything else how it feels as well when it gets low enough. Or high enough. Okay, need to also work up to here. See, a sponge technically would be better for this because it wouldn't be, it wouldn't flatten. And the gaps would stay uniform. But also, the gaps stay fairly uniform, so you have to do a lot more tapping placement, make sure you're not accidentally just stamp printing the same thing over and over again. That's perfectly fine. It is both science and childish humor. I approve. However, I'm going to need a new blob. Ah, yes, multitude of construction sins can be adapted with a coat of paint. I like how that looks for you guys, actually. I'm not going to go whole hog and try and do line work and make this look into like it's actual marble, but I'm not hating it. I am pleased. More pleased than I thought I would be at 9 o'clock at night on a Thursday painting a mask for tomorrow. Sponge work. Sponges work. And also that layer of paint dries nice and quickly, so it don't have to be too bad. Alright, doop boop boop ba doo. I'm gonna get a little crinkle and I'm gonna go in just a bit closer to some of these edges. And that very bald spotch out there. Yes, I've heard they've been doing something interesting. I heard something about a new website, which I am very, very keen on looking into. No, I didn't see that they have a second live stream. Tell me more, tell me more. I mean, let's be honest, it is the audio that I'll toss on while I'm at work, and just, it is low-key, just nice background noise that we don't have to worry about it in the office. No one's gonna be swearing at anybody. Oh, Synthwave Boy. Nice. That's gonna be an interesting, interesting counterpoint. There we go. Aha. That section. That's just all flat green right now. Alright, well, those paint blops are dead. 6 hours. Oh, that is neat! Okay, I kind of wish I'd seen that. Granted, it probably happened while I was at work, so the chance of me getting to watch all the fun, cool things, pretty darn low. Okay. I'm very, very happy with where we are right now. I'm feeling a lot better about this. Oh, puppy's sleeping in the window. So she's got the little kitty and she's doing like the old school like pen and paper and he's sipping and typing. Oh, that's nice. That's a cute counterpoint for the two of them. Okay, I'm gonna give this a second. Please. Words on stream keeps trying to go. It's like, what are you doing? Nothing. There we go. Exit. There we are. There, we'll start that back up again in a bit. Now, how do I want to highlight the details? Ooh, thank you for that in the Discord. Anyone else who's interested in some good funky soundscapes, go right ahead. They are actually very chill about people utilizing their music on streams and stuff like that. It's one of the things that I'd like to be able to have as the background. Not that Pretzel's not bad, but I like the lo-fi stuff too. And I can sort of pick and choose where I want it to go for a day. But that's future me plans. Okay. Look how green my hands are. I'm all covered in speckles. I'm just gonna blend into the work. Okay. So that's not bad. There's still some shiny spots, so I'm not going to do too much with flipping over, but like, I do have to do the inside, so... No, do not put a fingerprint right smack on the nose. There we go. I think for the background, with this, I think the less is more approach is going to be our best bet. I don't want to do too many layers and wonky stuff, because then I'm going to just spend too long just playing and fiddling and messing around with it, and I'll mess up what I wanted to do. So we are going to do a line work for the triangles, because these need to be more or less opaque. They need to be able to cover everything, and I want to make sure that they are vibrant enough. We're gonna go a little ham with the hello. I said a little ham, and imagine who appears. The big ham. Ooh, is back with ice cream bar. Nice. I heartily approve. Aw. I'm definitely gonna have to go grab a peek of that one and spend some time. So Oni, we have turned my weird flat green mask into now a mottled, almost marbled look to it. With the power of plastic wrap and multiple paint colors. So this one I'm going to take this paint and bring it into a liner consistency by more or less really watering it down. And apparently adding more blue to it than I wanted to. Oh, that'll work. This guy's got a whole bunch of green more sucked into him. There we go. Ordinarily, you just really wet the brush, get a good water content onto it, load up your paint, and then work with it in a fine line. I'm not great at that just yet. So let's see how this goes. For the points, we want to go above the eye, here, to here, to here. And we match those on the bottom side, here, and then here. Haha! Alright, we're mapping. We're mapping. Now we do the same thing on the other side. Oh god, we do the same thing on the other side. So that's just over the point of the eyebrow there. Boop. And then boop. We boop there. And we boop there. And then we split the difference and we boop there. Boop. And we split the difference and we boop here. Alright. So that's going to be our core. And we're going to go from our point down to our point to our wedge. I do not have great hand control with this. It should be a thin, smooth line. Like, that is definitely not liner consistency, but it is more or less what we need it to be. There we go. And I will, when I actually do the fill-in paint, I'll be able to chisel the edges out and actually have a good sharp line. But alright. Why am I doing this in reverse? Why am I doing this upside down? Because I don't have a better idea. Oh, that one's actually fairly crisp. Okay, that one got a little wobbly. And... okay, and I think I will on the insides of the iframe. Arcana, do you not know by now to bring a snack to this stream? We are enjoyers of food. Okay, so there we go. I'm gonna continue the triangle onto the insides of the eye sockets, just so that we keep the look going from top to bottom. Alright, now for our big head spike. We want it to go from here. Point. At least. And I'm gonna take a look at my picture here. Absolutely blame streamer. It's always streamer's fault. Food, nom noms, grab a snack, eat all the good things. Ooh. You know what? You've earned it. It's been a good week. Enjoy that snack. This is one of the things, like, that's gonna be what makes it tasty and interesting, is the fact that it's a treat. Alright. So Masquerade, the points come down to just about the center of the eye, but I'm not going to go right down to the corners here because I think that's going to get a little bit too much. But yeah, because the diamond points are about halfway through the spikes here. So we're going to line that up with the corner of the eye there and there. And then, okay, that will bring us actually down right about to the point of the nose. Haha! There we are. Right. Boop. I blame some of the wobbliness on the curves, because we're going up across the bridge of the nose. Yep, that's why we're having problems. Can I just say I'm very pleased with how fairly parallel those managed to be? For freehanding it and just going boop, 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 I am happy with that dot placement. Thank you very much. Haha! Alright, so, not bad. There we go. We're going to clean off our little liner brush. I'm sorry. You guys are going to have to pardon the chaos for a moment, but I wondered why it was very quiet beside me for a second. We have a friend. He's doing a thing. Oh, well that's a good sign that the stream alerts are working. So, we have a fuzzy little helper who's decided to help himself to my roll of toilet paper towel. I looked over and he was just chin down, very self-satisfied with himself. He was using it as a chin prop. Also, welcome to the candy and the pile of stuff. Bert. Oof. If it fits, he sits abso-freaking-lutely. Don't shred it. You can sleep on it, don't shred it. It's like, hi there, now go away. You didn't need to notice me. Just sitting there like little toes tucked in, and his just chin was so self-satisfied looking. Like, dude, he's doing it again. I want to get a picture of it. because he's freaking adorable when he does this. Haha! Okay. I will need to crop that because it shows off just how much of a wreck my in-craft space is. But it's good. Alright. Right, I was technically cleaning off a bunch. Go human and comfy. Go away. Till snack times. Yeah, I did restock his snacks. No, you can't have one right now. he heard the S word. Yeah, cats and toilet paper. It's like, gah. Well, a paper towel roll is the right size for a Maine Coon to snuggle up to. Alright. So, courtesy of painting skills, we're actually going to use a chisel brush to be able to get some good sharp lines. Starting off first with our liner consistency, just to be able to get a wash going across all of it. Because yeah, this is definitely not the edge coat or end coat consistency, but it can get us a fairly sharp line. Oh no! It's too warm for pillow forts for the beagle! No! Global warming, you suck! Beagle need pillow fort. Tell Mr. Beagle that or Copper that I agree with him that the weather should be cooler, or at least more moderate in temperature. What's he gonna do for his bedtime routine now, though? If he can't do a pillow fort. Pillow on his nose, but not happy with the full tempo fort. Okay, so he has just a little shack. How do I make this go the other way? Throws fits till I go to bed. Sounds about right. Okay, we'll just fill in that. So that's not a bad base for it. It's a lot brighter for you. Well, I was going to say it's a lot brighter for you guys because it's actually got almost a gold tint to it. But it is pretty vibrant, and I am happy with that. Oop. Use the flat of the brush. Whee! We use the flat of the brush to roughly edge, and when we actually get to a thicker consistency of paint, then it'll be an easier edge work, and it won't be nearly so streaky. Whoops. Always what you want to hear with working with paint. Oops. I mean, better with paint than with some of the stuff we could be oopsing, but still.
No, no, haha.
You're right. It was no haha. I went outside the lines. This is when we don't want. This is when we don't want to go outside the lines. And alright, so we'll come back and actually chisel that in a little bit more, fill in that section, and fill in these guys.